in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set. 19.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53.
3 bucks.
Here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Ricky.
now a first down throw. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll find his running back here, Richard. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Delta. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run on first down. It's Price. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Box try. 57 is right. Blue dance. Blue. 57 is Mike. Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
And a Panther first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he steps away. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson now to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Come to my world. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Panthers' 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tackles.
Richard trying the right side. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Watson. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, the spin. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Win the rep, let's go, right here. Mike spot 4.
Let's go. Slam.
One.
Kill. Turn up.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
57. Mike, 57.
Switch. One.
Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Where are they, team? 54. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Where are they, team?
57's Mike.
To throw Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Man.
Now we give right side McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got?
From the gun, Mariota. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You're set. 52's the mic.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Richard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First down, Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So 2nd down and 10, once again they'll go from the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. On the ball.
29.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. Hey, check Mike.
Now Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Three. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, here we go.
Mariota on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
One. 51's the Mike, boy. 51 up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now it's Watson. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Moss. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A strong running. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something in the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's get it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Out we go.
Third and long. It's Watson. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's get some penetration.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.